Is open grazing ban illegal? Buhari, a president of Nigeria in a democratic dispensation, is telling you that banning open grazing is illegal because they rely on their cattle to do the main attack for them. That is their justification for entering into your farm. For them to come into your land, they need the cattle to say, oh, we are grazing. Do you understand their trick? That is why, by all means, by every means, they need their cattle with them at all times. Do you know that somebody who calls himself a president is saying open grazing ban is illegal? I want to prove to the whole world tonight that your average Fulani Janjaweed is a bundle of idiocy. I also want to prove to the world tonight that Nigeria doesn't have educated people. You see the senior advocate talking rubbish. All of them, none of them is educated enough to understand what it means to adhere to the rule of law. You know, when you hear Malami, when you hear Garabashe, rule of law, they don't know the meaning of it. Do you know that the justices you have in Nigeria, the senior advocates in Nigeria, they don't even know the meaning of the rule of law because it's in English. It's an English phrase. Because they are not English people, because they are not versed in the nuances of English language, they don't know what it means. I'm telling you, if you like, go to your professor of law tomorrow and say to professor of law tomorrow in any university in Nigeria, what is the meaning of the rule of law? He doesn't know what it means. But this night I'm going to teach you for free. So tomorrow when you go to your lecture hall, you'll be able to pose in front of the others about what rule of law means. I now want to tell you that this present regime, this present terrorist bandit regime you have in Asorok, Fulani Caliphate, Cabal, they don't know the meaning of the rule of law because they are all quota graduates. They're not educated people. Why do I say what I'm saying? Rule of law means, what does rule of law mean? It means following a precedent by law. That is why anywhere you go in the world, if you have a case, that is why they said, Akredolu versus Ondo State, or Ondo State versus water resources, or Brown versus white. Why do you think when you get to court, maybe your lawyer is preparing a brief, they cite all these cases, is to let the judge understand that this case has come before a court before, and this was the determination. And given that this determination was reached in the past, I expect you to follow the rule of law and reach the same determination because both cases are the same. Precedent in law, rule of law. I'm now trying to teach you something they will never teach you in your university because you're in a zoo. It is called precedent. Not president, precedent. P-R-E-C-E-D-E-N-T. Precedent in law. That is the meaning of the rule of law, where law holds supreme. Not the dictates of man, but law itself. What do I mean by that? Let us go to Cornell Law School. Where people are learned, not zoo schools. To understand what precedent means before I now tell you why the entire Fulani presidency is a bloody joke because they are ill-educated. I want to prove to the world that Nigerians are not educated. And forget the son, the senior advocate, the PhD. These are a bunch of idiots. They know nothing. Precedent refers to a court decision that is considered as authority for deciding subsequent cases involving identical or similar facts or similar legal issues. Precedent is incorporated into the doctrine of stare decisis and requires courts to apply the law in the same manner to every case with the same facts. It means anytime you steal my goat and somebody is found guilty of that, stealing of my goat, anytime somebody else's goat is stolen, my case will be referred, cited as Nnamdi Kanu versus goat stealer. Do you understand? to let the judge understand that similar thing happened in the past, and this was the decision reached by this honorable judge or right honorable judge. I therefore ask you to adopt the decision of that very court. Simple. Law, Makopano, law is very good. I must tell you this. I don't even know why I didn't study law anymore. My goodness. Do you know that this very precedent is elementary law in every school all over the world? Even the lawyers in Nigeria, they practice it, but they don't know the meaning of it. Why am I saying what I'm saying? You have somebody called the Attorney General of the Federation who should have guided whoever they are calling Buhari not to make such a stupid utterance that open grazing is ban on open grazing is illegal, because it is not. It is a law. It is a precedent law. Precedent, not president. Precedent law. Precedent. Because a man called Justice Adewale Thompson banned open grazing on the 17th of April 1969 and warned of unprovoked killings by Fulani headsmen in 1969 at the height of the war of Biafra, or war against Biafra. A precedent law was made by Honorable Justice Adewale Thompson. He banned open grazing in Nigeria. According to the doctrine of stare decisis, it means that anytime you have a case involving Fulani headsmen and anybody, the pronouncement of Honorable Justice Adewale Thompson must hold sway. That is the meaning of the rule of law. What I'm teaching you, you can never learn in any zoo school, forever and ever. It is called stare decisis. It means, I will spell it for you, S-T-A-R-E is Latin. S-T-A-R-E-D-E-C-I-S-I-S. Stare decisis. My goodness. It is called, it promotes the even-handed, predictable, and consistent development of legal principles. It fosters reliance on judicial decisions and contributes to the actual and perceived integrity of the judicial process. Therefore, if Thompson in 1969 can ban open grazing, any other judge overturning it goes contrary to this very rule. You are not maintaining judicial consistency. Now you understand, from your AGF, AGM, TTM, AFI, all of them are useless. They don't even understand law. Their own laws, they don't know. Their own laws. Because if you are a student of law, there is something called precedent. Every court decision is considered as authority for deciding every similar case. Since Adewale Thompson has said it in 1969, it must, as long as Nigeria remains one, practices the same legal system. What Adewale Thompson said in 1969 is the law of the land. There is no open grazing in Nigeria. Fulani people have been disobeying the law since 1969. And these are the people you want to be in the same country with? These are the same people you want to be in the same country with. Is that what you're telling me? Of course not. Absolutely not. And we're not going to have it. They don't even know the law that they when you go to school, go to ABU, Ahmadu Bello University, you come out with the lowest score and you become the Attorney General of the Federation. I mean, no one can blame you. No one can blame you. And why are they doing this to us? You may ask yourselves, why are they doing this to us? Because they hate us. To school with PhD in law, claiming every day rule of law, they don't even know what it means. Because if Nigeria practices the rule of law, how come a law that was made in 1969 April, a president can come out to say that law is illegal? A judicial pronouncement.